Welcome to SciTech Info channel, my dear students. In this tutorial, I'll be discussing about the Debye-Huckel-Onsager equation, which is a very important concept in electrochemistry. It is the relationship between molar conductivity at certain concentration, that is represented by lambda m, and the same at infinite dilution, that is represented by lambda m naught. So lambda m is equal to lambda m naught minus k into the root of c, square root of c. The molar conductivity is equal to molar conductivity at certain concentration, that is represented as lambda m, that is equal to lambda m naught minus a plus b into lambda m naught into the square root of c. Here k is the empirical constant, c is a concentration of the electrolyte, a and b are the constants that depend on temperature, the charges on the ions, and the dielectric constant and the viscosity of the solvent. Debye-Huckel-Onsager equation is applicable for strong electrolytes like potassium nitrate, potassium chloride, and sodium hydroxide. Now let us proceed to the next one, that is, the strong electrolytes are completely ionized in aqueous solution. They have high value of molar or equivalent conductivity. So the conductivity can be represented in two ways, that is molar conductivity and equivalent conductivity. Molar conductivity can be represented by lambda m at certain concentration. And similarly, equivalent conductivity can be represented by simply lambda. Some authors, they indicate by mu also. And at infinite dilution, the molar conductivity is represented as lambda m naught, whereas the equivalent conductivity at infinite dilution can be represented as lambda naught. Some authors, they represent by mu naught also. The strong electrolytes have significant interionic attractions. Hence, the speed of the ions is reduced and results in lowering of conductivities. Now let us recap again. Please go through this. Okay. Next, the limiting value, that is the molar conductivity at infinite dilution, can be obtained by extrapolating the graph. You can look at this straight line here. With the decrease of concentration, the conductivity, the molar conductivity goes on increasing, but it attains certain saturation value, and beyond that it would be very difficult. And here, by extrapolating this graph, we can achieve the lambda naught m. So The limiting value can be achieved for strong electrolyte by extrapolation, but this is not feasible in the case of weak electrolyte, because weak electrolytes are weakly dissociating, like acetic acid. They do not readily ionize or dissociate, so they slowly ionize. So the limiting value cannot be obtained by extrapolation in the case of a weak electrolyte, and therefore the Debye-Huckel-Onsager equation cannot be applied for weak electrolyte directly just by extrapolation as in the case of strong electrolyte. Now let us recap. Next, the increase of temperature decreases the interionic attractions. It also increases the kinetic energy and the speed of the ions. Conductivity increases with temperature. So in absence of electric field, each cation is surrounded by symmetric cloud of anions like this, as indicated in this diagram. In absence of electric field, each anion is surrounded by cation, symmetric cloud of cation. Let us recap. Right. Electric field causes distortion of a symmetric charge cloud. Onsager derived a theoretical expression to account for empirical relation called Kohlrausch law for the molar conductivity, represented by lambda m. Here you can observe, in the presence of electric field, the symmetric cloud is disturbed, as you are able to see here in this illustration. So the plus uniformly surrounded by minus has been distorted now because of the introduction of electric field, and similarly the negative charge is surrounded by positive charges. In presence of electric field, now the symmetric shape has been disturbed. Thank you very much for watching this video.